Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your Mercury Retrograde Tarot reading. Mercury Retrograde happens October 31st through November 20th, and Mercury will be retrograding through Scorpio, which is a very powerful, intense, and transformational energy. This is also the last Mercury retrograde of the year, as well as for this decade. So Aquarius, let's see where this Mercury retrograde is going to impact your life the most. All retrogrades bring with them the energy of the past, of unresolved, unfinished business. So let's see where that's playing out. You guys have the fourth house, and Virgo also received this. So if you have a Virgo moon, Virgo rising, or your Mercury is in Virgo, you might want to check that reading out. But Aquarius, with fourth house energy, this Mercury retrograde has something to do with either your home and living situation, some healing with family members, or karma. And this says your home and the roots of your being. So fourth house is a home and family and roots of your being that entails elements of karma. So you guys, what's coming back to you through this retrograde, some of you, this is karmic energy. Now, just because of everything else that's been going on, Aquarius, this isn't like negative energy coming back to you. This is actually like the healing energy. Different things that you wished could have played out in the past around, certain family members, around your home situation. Now is the time for that to actually happen, for the healing to come in, for you to buy a new house, sell your house, get a roommate, change your residence, however that resonates, relates to you, or the karma you've been working on in 2019. It's finally resolved. It's dissipating. Karmic contracts are complete. And now it's time for healing and stability and for you to regain your footing, Aquarius. So let's pull a card to see which angel is walking with you through this process of Mercury retrograde, which to me is just really making you feel like you have a solid foundation once again under your feet. So we have the angel of comfort. Yep, there you go, Aquarius. This is no longer feeling insecure, unstable, unsure. You really feel grounded. You feel safe. You know where you're headed. You know where you're going. Those of you that this is around, like your living situation in any capacity, the way that everything is going to shift and change is like going to make you very happy. And before, if things would have changed, or you would have sold your house, bought your house, found an apartment, found a roommate, moved out, whatever your case is, it wouldn't have been as prosperous as that change actually taking place now. And then some of you, this is a healing coming in with a family member, and family doesn't have to be blood related. It's who you consider your roots, your family. And you guys have been on the outs with each other for whatever reason, and now, Aquarius, you guys are coming back together to heal, to mend, to bury the hard feelings, to let the past go. A lot of karma has been resolved for you, which means you've learned a lot. You've grown very wise over 2019, and you're ready to heal, forgive, release, just let it go, start clean, start over. Everybody's kind of like in this same vibe, so that's good. All right, let's pull a couple of cards to see what highlights come with this energy and this retrograde. Trust and mystery. Wow, Aquarius. So many of you have been very uncertain, or just like you have not seen the path forward. No understanding, no signs, no synchronicities, or a lot of confliction going on, because we have trust and mystery. So you guys have felt in the dark, have felt unstable, not on solid ground. And now, Aquarius, the mystery is starting to be revealed through this Mercury retrograde. You're going to understand why certain things happened the way they did, why certain things didn't work out when you wanted them to. The eagle right there, you are very wise. I'm sorry, the eagle, the owl right there. You are very wise. And maybe I slipped up like that for a reason, because the eagle is between, you know, the physical and the non-physical, walking between worlds. The owl sees through the darkness and, you know, sees beyond the shadow, is very wise. Also, the owl could be associated with the Scorpio energy, where, you know, there's no other sign that goes deeper than Scorpio. They can swim in the depth of any dark emotion, and Mercury's moving through Scorpio. So there you go. Aquarius, you're seeing through everything, even the dark of night, without a single star or the moon in the sky. Like, you see it, as where before you were blind, you were scared, you felt unsure, you didn't know which way to go. You may have been in a huge, like, internal conflict about making a big decision, or just waiting for your ships to come in, or for an opportunity to come your way, and you've been very confused. Like, I don't understand, why is this happening? Or, you know, why is this taking so long? Why am I blocked at every turn? And, you know, all I could tell you with that, Aquarius, is there was something going on with karmic energy, like you were resolving some karma, and that is now complete. And in that space, your energy rises, your consciousness expands, and you see things for what they are. So where you've been in the dark, it's changing. With this Mercury retrograde, it brings forth answers about the past where you were very confused, which allows you now new eyes to see forward into your future. So a lot of stability returning for you guys. Okay, let's pull some tarot dice. Oops, need one more. Five of Swords, Eight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and yes, look at that, Four of Wands. That is the restoration of stability and security in Aquarius's life, whether that's externally or that's internally, just depending on, you know, what you've been going through. So with these dice, Five of Swords, that is definitely speaking to the falling out that you've had with somebody. This is more like a verbal argument, disagreement, rather than somebody screwing somebody over. I mean, this is general. Somebody could have been screwed over, but this seems more like we got into a fight about something, some things were said, or we have a huge difference of opinion about something, and it really put a wedge between you. But what sits on top of that is this Ace of Cups. So Aquarius, there's definitely healing for you with some sort of family member. And next to that is that Eight of Wands, which is all about communication, a huge surge of energy, a burst of energy that pushes and breaks through this Four of Pentacles, which is very restrictive and short-sighted and greedy and closed up. So it's like breaking through that energy, which is entailing part of this mystery where you had to just trust your journey, because the time is now, Aquarius, the shift in your life. And this Wheel of Fortune has come out in so many readings for this retrograde. This is unbelievable. The time is now for change, for transformation, to let the past go, to let bygones be bygones, to forgive, to heal, to come into a place of full acceptance of where you are now in your life, and it, you know, be feeling good in that, despite things that didn't happen and work out as you'd hoped. Because Aquarius, with this Mercury retrograde, you're finally coming to the place of understanding as to why it happened the way it did, or it didn't work out. You've been in the dark. It has been a mystery, but that's been part of the life lesson that you're working on. And now you're to the part where you've learned it and you've completed karma. It's time for you to expand into a higher frequency of experiencing and of being. And in that place, the mystery is no longer there. The curtain is pulled back and you see things for what they are, and you're able to connect the dots in that space, and you are returned to a place of stability, a sense of security within. Three of Cups sits right on top of that, which there's, you know, celebration attached to that. So Aquarius, let's pull some more cards, some tarot cards, to clarify these dice. Nine of Wands. That's healing coming in between you and another person. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. The High Priestess, there's some divine intervention, but also Aquarius, this is you expanding into that higher version of yourself because you've learned those lessons, you've resolved that karma, and boom, here you are rising. And there's nothing better than clarity. I mean, we all like surprises and money and lucky energy and romance and all that. But man, there is nothing like clarity and understanding because that is what sets you free. And it is coming in strong. A Seven of Swords on top of this Four of Pentacles. Yeah, Aquarius, you have been in the struggle. You've been working through some life lessons, but you've learned them. You've done the work. You've paid your dues. You're coming into the understanding. All the dots are starting to connect and everything makes sense. And what you've gone through, like you never will go through again. Once you learn the lesson, that type of energy doesn't impact your life anymore. Eight of Swords. And that sits on top of the Wheel of Fortune. Finally, the restriction, Aquarius, is breaking. The time has come for the wheel to turn for you. And lastly, we have the Four of Pentacles on this Four of Wands. Okay, so you've got the Four of Pentacles twice, and then you've got the Four of Wands. So, to me, Aquarius, that means, and you've got eights twice. You've got the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So 4s and 8s are highly significant for you guys. 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years. You know, this could be talking about timing of how long you've been going through this, but ultimately with the Four of Pentacles sitting on top of this Four of Wands, to me, this means that this stability, this security that you're coming into is like fixed. It's not movable, like, you know, here, how we're talking about, you know, things being really close to chest, greedy, closed, anchored. That's that energy of the Four of Pentacles. And here it is talking about your stability now. So because it's flipped, I know that this security, this stability, this new footing that you gain for yourself, it's long lasting, it's solid, it's fixed, it's not going anywhere, it's meant for you. As whereas you were feeling very restricted and stuck in stagnation and like couldn't move, now it's like swapping, and your security and your stability in your life is turning into that unmovable force where you feel set up, you don't feel nervous, you're not worrying about stuff. Like there's a lot of stability returning to you, whether emotionally, internally, or something going on externally in your life. But you're in a good place, Aquarius. This Mercury retrograde is like bringing forth all the blessings that are owed to you that you know, you were not able to receive vibrationally while you were working through this life lesson or this karma. And there's a lot of good energy that is owed to you. And so it's coming with this Mercury retrograde, which is the perfect time for you because, you know, moving through Scorpio, it's all about transformation, and you're transforming out of, you know, confusion, feeling in the dark, feeling like you can't move, into ultimate clarity and finally feeling free. All right, I mean, that's great. Yay. And this is the outcome. New moon beginning. It's time for a new cycle, a new period, a new, you know, genre of Aquarius. Things are changing for you, Aquarius, big time. And you might have not thought that this was going to happen just because of how slow things have been moving, and you've really been in the dark about a lot, but it's all coming to light, and in that place of light, of clarity, it restores so much within you, and you are in a place of like peace, harmony, feeling at ease. The stability just keeps coming back to me over and over. So, you know, stability could be anywhere in your life. And Aquarius, there's a new beginning, and it's fixed. It's not going anywhere. Like, you can trust it. And that might be a very big deal for some of you, that you can actually trust the ground that you're finally standing on. Okay. So Aquarius, those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.